I chose to do an integrated art lesson for my kindergarten class on landforms, specifically mountains, islands, plains, and plateaus. My lesson covers Science Teaks 5KA, identify physical characteristics of a place, such as landforms, and Art Teak K2B, arrange forms intuitively to create artworks, as well as Art Teak K3B, share ideas about personal artwork and others. We began our lesson with a short video on landforms on Brain Pop Jr. and then transitioned into the explanation.
The first one. Yes, you know what it is? Mountain. How did we do a mountain with our hands?
I like this.
So how do you know a mountain is a mountain? What is unique about mountains? Morgan, thank you for raising your hand. They have a point at the top. That's right.
They get sharp when you get a point on the flag and a plane. When you fall down.
I love the way Mariah's raising her hand and she's sitting quietly. Mariah, could you tell us what the next landform is?
Plane.
And what are planes like? Can you guys show me with your hands? That's right.
Now.
What is it? Plains are flat. It's not. It doesn't have a peak like a mountain. It's completely flat.
Valley. Plains. Clouds. What's the next one going to be? Plateau. Island.
Islands. Now, somebody who can tell me what an island is, raise your hand. Jedzil, you've been raising your hand this whole time. Could you tell me what an island is?
It's like grass. It's like this.
Okay, so Jedzil said it's a place where there's grass. Sometimes there's grass, sometimes there's rocks or sand, but it's surrounded by water. Is in charge of making a different landform. The red table is making plateaus. So you gotta remember in your head because that's not gonna be up. And if you need help, you can think about your hand gestures. Like, oh, I can't think of what a plateau is. So I'm gonna go like this, and then you can look at your hand and then use that to help you make it out of Play-Doh. So when you go to your table, you're gonna have a piece of paper that says what you need to make, and then each person's gonna use their own Play-Doh and make it. And then whenever you're ready, you gotta sit quietly so no everyone's ready. We're gonna share our different landforms that we made. We can see how everyone made their own landforms. They can make mountains, plateaus, islands, and plains. And we're going to see how everyone made theirs because they're all going to be different.
The elaboration portion of the lesson involved the students making their very own landforms out of Play-Doh. I had labels of specific landforms for each table, and the students were responsible for making their own version of that landform. The students were so excited to do this art activity, and everyone was engaged. They were all eager to show off their very own landforms. For the closure, we all met back on the carpet, and the students brought along their landforms. I called on some volunteers to discuss how they made their landforms and why they chose to do what they did. The students had a great time discussing the similarities and differences of their landforms.